never rap for your confidence. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know this, you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys.
Now, I thought they always give it me first.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll work this one up to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now here's another carry for Harris, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
50 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Jones. Bryant with a catch right side. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Cole Kmet. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, fucking look in the fucking backfield.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll run on the inside handoff. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's the option. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Cowboys. D. Eskridge. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with 1 goal. Extra point put through by Suckup. And we are tied at 7.
Boys in the flat.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Excuse me.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones eluding the pressure right. He finds his target, Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be...
From just shy of midfield, Jones complete to Bryant. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll try to right side with Harris.
Get out of the way, man.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the 38, Jones. He's got Allen. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Throwing Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He's at the 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Hey, ready.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
On the
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by a second. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense hoping to do better than last drive. Remember, they had the fumble that set up the short field, and then they gave up the touchdown CD.
And so many people talk about how you have to have a short memory after you make a mistake in the NFL. I don't totally subscribe to that, partner. I think that you have to remember what you did and figure out how to not do it again. Get out there and execute the next time out. Avoid those errors and get some momentum built back up for your offense.
From the 30 on second down, Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Jones now on 3rd and 2. Caught by Allen. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jones throwing on first down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones will get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. A final shot before break. Jones. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Keenan Allen. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Santos with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration, the focus necessary, and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Suckup's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 82 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now Jones on first down. On the slant, he's got Hardman. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
And if you want the final metric on his top speed, and trust me, you do, Next Gen Stats says he hit 22.4 miles an hour. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Bro, what the fuck?
On the move past the 40, down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Bro, this game you fucking see, dog. Bro, what the fuck, dog?
And knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Taken from about the 12.
Damn, they just fucked me over just then, man.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific.
And at the 7-yard line,
Playing with my fucking dog, man. Bit me cold.
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Where the fuck is my other safety at, man?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here we go, Scott.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Damn, that just got.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Let's go!
Force it in, and it's intercepted. He's at the 50. The 30. Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same.
That's how you be
right?
great,
Interceptions
Perry.
in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up, but I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
The quick slant caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is counter. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense keeps them out of the end zone there. Now, do they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free, and those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Okay, ready?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Succop's kick is good. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark. He's got plenty of life left in the way, that's for sure.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
Oh, my dumb ass.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Strike, white, black, jack. Ultra, go ultra.
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks are going to hang on the final play. They